It's January 22nd, 2012. Half Awake Day. What's up? What are you two doing? Sid, you look like you can barely keep your eyes open. Are you ready to go down for a nap? As you might have seen in yesterday's video, our friends Matt and Miguel came for dinner last night. We hung out, watched Our Idiot Brother. It turned out to be kind of a late night for us. By the time we had dinner and dessert and the movie finished, it was midnight. That's why I didn't get yesterday's video done and up until after. It was like the wee hours of the morning. I was up later than I'm accustomed to, so I'm a little slow this morning. I also made up a new cocktail yesterday. I decided that tequila cocktails would be a good idea. And I didn't have really much of anything here. I took some tequila and orange juice, and I added the juice of a Meyer lemon to it. Meyer lemons. If you don't know what these are, they're one of the wonderful things about living in California. In the winter, we get these Meyer lemons. They're grown locally. They're not terribly well known outside of California. The Times has written a few articles about them in the last 5 years or so, but I don't think they're generally available. They don't ship very well because they have, unlike regular lemons, these have a very, very thin skin. I could poke through it with just my thumb if I tried. They're sweeter than a typical lemon, a typical supermarket lemon. You can essentially eat this stuff without adding anything to it. It's not as harsh as a regular lemon. It adds that lemon flavor. It's not unbearable. So you can put the juice of a whole one of these in a drink, and very, very tasty. So, had a couple of those last night. It's not that I had too much to drink, I just didn't get enough sleep. Rich had fallen asleep on the couch watching TV after the guys left. I had gone upstairs and gotten in bed and was reading. Alice fell asleep between my legs, and then Rich came to bed around 3:30 and woke me up, and I didn't really sleep well after that. So, yeah, I should probably take a nap at some point today. I think I need another cappuccino. I already had one with a single shot. This is going to be a double shot. Here, I'll show you. Perfect double shot of espresso. That is so good. You want milk? Alice begs for some milk with a little bit of cappuccino foam on top of it every morning. Of course, she usually doesn't actually drink it. I don't know why. I guess it's just the routine. I usually just add like a tablespoon of milk to the residual foam that's left in the pitcher that I'd otherwise just wash away. So it's not like I'm wasting milk or anything. That's the ice machine. Oh, you're actually going to drink it this morning, huh? So breakfast, potato rosemary bread toasted, Jarlsberg cheese, and some blackberries and strawberries. Decent for a quiet Sunday. That little paw draped over my leg, and the little chin rest gets me every time. Beets have been one of my favorite things to eat for a while, but I didn't try cooking them until recently for some reason. I thought it was hard. In reality, it's just super simple to roast them. All you do is coat them in olive oil, a little salt, and seal them up in foil. Throw them in the oven for about an hour. It's so easy. It's kind of amazing that something that looks so ugly can turn out to be so wonderful. So I've cleaned these already. Yeah, believe it or not, they're cleaned. Really, the hardest thing about this process is making the foil pouch. So I'm just going to put some foil out. Little olive oil over them. Probably doesn't hurt to coat them really well. Some salt. Now, it's time to make the pouch. You want to pull the foil up so it seals tightly. Careful that as you do this, you don't accidentally break the foil. I did that once, wound up with beet juice running all over the oven and cooking onto the bottom of the oven. So I think we're okay here. You want to get it nice and sealed. All the steam and everything stays inside the pouch. Then it's just popped into the oven for an hour, and now we wait. So after they've roasted for about an hour and have cooled, you have to peel them. But it's really easy because all you do is sort of squeeze the outer skin off and it slides right off. And then it's just a matter of cutting them up, slicing them. One of the easiest things to cook. So I was just sitting on the couch reading my iPad. Sydney had come up and I ignored her because I was busy. And then I hear a big crash. Lamp on the floor and a cat smelling it.